Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is a hospital update. Like I said, this is my story. My story is not a right way, my story is not a wrong way. I'm just here to show you warriors the way I live and what I go through on a daily basis with those with my sickle cell and other complications. Currently I am in the hospital. Obviously you can see that. But it's been a journey. I have really been going through a lot, so I'm here to break down from the last video, with me telling you why I'm in the hospital. Okay, so I'm going to break down. I wrote notes because I don't want to miss anything, and I don't want to get this anyway. So if you see me looking off like I am doing now, it's only because I'm reading the notes that I already prepared myself. And don't forget, warriors, drink your water. You want to stay hydrated. Okay. Well, my hair look a mess. I'm in the hospital off and on. Haven't had a chance to do anything. I know I look a mess, but trust me, I'll fix it all together when I get out of here. Okay? I just want to thank y'all for people that have joined the Warrior and my team. Thanks for subscribing, people. It really means a lot to watch my video because I'm nervous a little still, and I'm not used to this. But I do want to get my story across the world, and I do want people to realize and get spread more awareness of sickle cell patients because our disease is not enough awareness about it. So this is why I don't want people to feel sorry for me. This is not why I'm doing it, for people to feel sorry or a pity party, because I have been diagnosed with this since my first checkup when I was born. In my first crisis, I can remember I probably was like 8. Well, my attack was 8. My first hospital stay was in 6th grade, and after that, 17th, I was in hospital again. And after that, maybe my 20s when I started coming to the hospital more and more and more. So, I'm not showing y'all this, and I'm not recording this for a pity party. I'm trying to spread awareness for sickle cell and let people know that we're not here just for pain medication. And we're here because we want help just like any other disease. Cancer has cures. Lupus have other methods. Why do we only have 2 ways to figure this out? Blood transfusion. Now they do blood exchanges. I just want awareness because I don't want people to think that we're only here for pain medication. We want to get care just like any other disease. We want an option other than having to get a blood transfusion, a blood exchange, and pain medication and fluids. We want to be able to live a normal life just like anybody else. So, I'm showing y'all what some warriors are afraid to show, or not even afraid to show, scared or nervous to show, or not comfortable with showing y'all. It took a while for me to get comfortable. I'm still trying to get comfortable, but I know as me, as a person, and this is something I always have wanted since I got older, to realize that this disease is really bad. I have always wanted to show people and give more awareness about it. So I've had plenty of all my friends I have known never knew right away what sickle cell was until I broke it down. And some of them still don't get it to this day. So I hope my friends, my family, and my subscribers, and other warriors, try to understand. Get a more intake. Because people have told me, you were just fine a minute ago. And I have people telling me I'm faking, or I'm just want pain medication. So, I'm going to try to break everything down and show you as much as I possibly can. And I hope y'all join the team and continue to watch and like my videos. Okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below or what else you'd like to know or what else you'd like to see in the future. So, let me get into my update, guys. You ready? Let's go. Okay. So, January 3rd, when all this stuff happened, I woke up with pain on this side I came to the emergency room. They did a CAT scan, and then an X-ray, and I was admitted. Okay, so when I was admitted, the CAT scan showed I had pneumonia. Okay, on the right lung, on the right side. Okay, so automatically, my doctor is not playing around because I get pneumonia a lot. I got to put on antibiotics every 6 hours. Okay. Then they did blood cultures. Okay. So the blood cultures came back positive that I had an infection. They did not know at the time where the infection was coming from. They did not know anything. They just knew I had an infection, but I was already on antibiotics. So they switched that to every 4 hours, guys. So now I was on amoxicillin. I think I said amoxicillin every 4 hours. Okay. A lot. Okay. So I was on amoxicillin every 4 hours. Then, okay. So, they were trying to decide if they were going to send me home with my port access at the time and continue IV antibiotics, which they did not. I got discharged January 12th. And, yeah, I went home January 12th. And on January 14th, I see my hematologist, and he wanted to continue the pill. He gave me 2 options. Let's break that down, okay? He gave me 2 options when I said 2 options. Okay, and he wanted to see what I wanted to do. So, option 1 was he was going to give me 18 antibiotic pills to take for 10 more days. And on the 24th, I would come back to his office and get blood cultures drawn through the port. Because at this time, they're not sure if it's the port or I just have a straight blood infection, okay? So, that was his option. Wanted to continue pill antibiotics twice a day, and on the 24th come back to the office and we'll draw blood cultures to the port to see if the infection is there or if the port is bad and it is infected and needs to come out. So, okay, that was option 1. Option 2 was to go straight back to the emergency room. Go straight back to the hospital, get admitted, and get IV antibiotics again. Okay, and then they will do blood cultures on these days. Again, after I completed 10 more days of antibiotics again. So I said, well, can we just try option 1, which, who wants to go right back to the hospital? I just came from the hospital. Let's be clear, people. I didn't want to be there. So I felt fine. So I didn't want to be to the hospital. I'm like, I'm there enough in pain. I feel okay. If I had, like I told him, like he told me, if you go into any pain, crisis, fevers, chills, go straight to the emergency. Okay. So I was doing good. Don't get me wrong, I was doing really good. Alright. And then, so I was doing pretty good. Then here comes January 22nd. Okay, this was the 14th when I see him. I've been taking the pills every 2 days, and I've been doing pretty good. No problems. May get a little sweaty in there, but who don't sweat at night? So, January 21st, that night, that day, I felt like my legs, and I just felt like my body was aching really bad. And I was like, come on, not another one. So, I kind of just took pain medication, relaxed. January 22nd, I woke up still having pain. I said, let me call my hematologist to see what he wants to do, okay? So we're seeing, I wait for him to call me back, and he's like, Tamika, I warned you, this is going to happen because you have an infection, and with the infection you have, they're going to keep tripping your system until we clear it off. So he's like, I want you to go back to the emergency room, I'm going to have them do cultures, and give you some fluids and stuff, okay? So they accessed my port, I got the fluids, they did the blood cultures, and he did blood work to see my sickle cell count was elevated, and he wanted to make me, and then my white cells were showing that it was still an infection in the lab work, so he automatically admitted me. He was not playing around. So as soon as I got up here, as soon as I was in the emergency room, they started making antibiotics right then and there. So I was like, here we go again. Alright, so I mean, they moved. I love my hematologist and my doctor, my primary doctor. They move very fast when it comes to me. They do not play around. By that night, I had seen the surgeon to get my port removed. They were not playing around. They're like, look, you still got this infection. 10 times I've finished, your port is infected. And the infection team came in that day too, and all this happened when I got admitted. And I seen the infection team, and she's like, yeah, 10 times I've finished your port when I started moving. Because what the infection is called, I keep asking the nurse to give me the name of the infection, but I'm not asking again if I can give it directly and write it down below for y'all know what it is called. But it is a port that it grows to like metal and plastic inside your body. So with me having a port, that's where the infection, it grows to that. Okay. So, I'm admitted I'm on antibiotics. They said they were going to remove my port next day. My only option was, like, I was not having pain at my port. It was not swollen, it was not sore. When they flushed it, when I need fluids, antibiotics, no pain whatsoever. Okay, so that's why I was kind of confused. Not hurting, so how's it infected? So I guess the cultures came back that Friday, and it was my port. They already had me scheduled for 2:30, I think, to get this port removed anyway, in case it was or it wasn't. But when the cultures did come back, it was the port that was infected. And but I was so scared because I do not want to lose this line because I have to get these IV antibiotics. That's the whole point of me coming back here is to get these IV antibiotics, guys, before I can get rid of this infection. Okay, so they were like, yeah, well, we want to put in, like, it's something new. I forgot what it's called. It's like the ultrasound people, they guide it in, and it's an IV kind of like under your skin, but it's not like how an IV is in your vein. I don't know. I didn't get it, so I don't know what it is. They tried 3 times, 2 times here, 1 time here, and they could not get it. I talked to my other warrior friend. She gets it and it works for her excellent. But for some reason, my veins are tight. Once you go poking, I have a good puffy vein. But once you poke it, it goes, yeah, it goes wet. Or it closes for, they cannot access it. They cannot guide the rest of the plastic IV in it. They cannot. Somehow, that's why my veins do. It closes up when you poke it. I don't know why, but that's just how my vein looks. So they could not get it. They tried 3 times. And time was still ticking. And I didn't go down there until like 11:30. Yeah, 11:30, guys. So, my surgery was at 2:30 to get this port removed. So they finally, thank God, my primary care doctor was doing his round. And he came down there. And she's like, we cannot get this line, this IV line. Because at first he did not want to put a mid line or a PIC line because they were afraid that the infection would go straight to that if they take the port out. But at the end of the day, guys, I have to remind you, I have to get these IV antibiotics every 4 hours. So I have to have some type of line, right? So my primary doctor was like, look, she has to have a line put in the midline. And the lady did it. And she was like, well, I'm not going to put it as long as I usually would. I'm just going to do a little small one and short. Right here. Y'all guys. I don't know, so I'm on my laptop recording, guys, so it's not really clear or not. My videos look trash right now. I'm kind of upset, but just to get a video out. Oh, I'm ashy, guys. Ooh. Oh, no, baby. Am I the only one that's extra dry in the hospital? No matter how much lotion stuff I put on, I'm extra always dry. I don't understand. Okay. That was cool. Look, now I got the other resume. What the hell is going on? Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to check. Well, right here is where they. I don't know if you can see. Okay, let's see. But it's right here where they put it at. Okay, they put the midline there. It was 6 inches. So, after they put it in, I mean, she got it like 15 minutes. And by the time the surgery people called, and I was like, take her down. I'm like, when we're done, we're gonna prep her, getting her ready. I'm nervous at this point, guys. I don't know why I'm always nervous when it comes to stuff like that, but my face shows that I'm always scared or nervous. Not some people can be nervous and scared, you can't see it, but me, my eyes like this. I'm like really a deer in the headlights. And I don't know why I be trying to stay calm. But the nurse is like, are you scared? Are you nervous? I'm like, yeah. And then they said it doesn't help because I have a baby voice. No matter how loud I yell, guys, you're still going to get this tone and you're still probably not going to hear me. Somebody told me, open your mouth. I am opening my mouth. I just can't yell like you should. Darn. But anyways, that's what I was saying. So I went down to get prepped for surgery. A little nervous. Yeah. Okay. So, got to come in, the surgeon, we're going to move your report. It won't take like maybe an hour or two. Okay. You know, by the time they prep you, get ready for surgery, you don't remember anything. You just remember them talking to you. You're out, and you just hear somebody tell you, hey, wake up. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, what? What happened? So my report is gone. Let me see. My report is gone. This stitcher's coming up. This is the heart monitor they have me on. Yeah, so my report is no longer there, guys. It's gone. Had it for 3.5 years, so pretty good. That's my second one, so I begin the third one soon. I'm really upset because I'm like, report had been excellent. And I don't want it to go. I want it to be done. So, I don't know. I'm kind of upset still, but what can I do? It's going on, right? Alright, so I come back up. I'm fine. I'm just kind of tired. I had, and I kind of, like, I just in and out of it that day, pretty much. I was kind of still sore, still hurting. So, I was just out of it. Still get my antibiotics and my morning. Saturday comes around. Should change almost 7 o'clock. I do. For my pain meds help with the soreness and stuff. The inflammation and stuff, like, what is it called? Turtle. Yeah, and stuff. It's help with the inflation and the swelling and stuff like that. So I was due, and I also took my antibiotics. So my night nurse was coming in to get me and stuff, and she had a scan, my wristband. And she left my arm, I said, what is that? And I don't know, I don't feel it till you lift my arm up, it's sweat. And I mean, my whole nightgown, this whole side, my whole sheet on the bed was bloody and mixed with fluids. I was like, what the heck? And she's like, what is going on? So she stopped the fluids automatically. And she was like, trying to flush it. And it was coming right out. Like, I'm going to show you the new line. So I can really show y'all what I'm talking about. Where it was coming out of. This is not the new line. But, like, right here, guys, it was like blood, so much blood. And when she took it, she took the dressing on to see what's going on. She took all this dressing off, and it was just like this. And when she flushed it, it was coming right out here. So that means the line is either bad, clotted, or something. So, it's Saturday, and this is a small hospital. They don't have, like, the team or anything like that. So, thank God for my administrative nurse. I love her. She's one of my favorites. She's been here since I haven't come here, so she knows me. She's like, I'm not going to leave here until I try to get IV in you to get your medications. She stuck me. I don't know if y'all can see that right here. Okay? And she got a little baby IV. It was still sticking out. She couldn't guide it all the way. What they could do was give her pain medication. She was like, I don't want them to put fluids up to it. And I don't want them to put the antibiotics because it's not going to last. Okay? So, my morning nurse, I love her to death too. That's one of my faves too. I'm not going to make her name because it's confidential. But she's one of my faves. I love her. And thank God for her. Because she called my doctor early in the morning. She's like, look, Tamika don't got no access. What are you going to do? She needs her medicine and she needs her antibiotics. And he was like, I'm going to call. She's like, you need to call my line. That is their sister hospital to see if they have emergency or somebody there that does the lines. Because if so, we're going to transfer her over there and get them to do a line and send her back here. She was on my doctor's butt, to tell you. And she was on her managers and everything. She was not playing. And I mean, by 11, I want to say, again, maybe 11. No, hold up, around 10:30. She had the lady that works here. Thank you for her, too. Because she's always there, because she came in on her day off, guys. She lived 10 minutes away from here, and I appreciate her so much, too. She had, when I get out of here, I want to go get them, actually, some gift cards. And a thank you card, because some nurses wouldn't have done that. They're like, oh, well, she has access, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have pushed as hard as she did. And for somebody to come on their day off and it was raining, I appreciate that too. So, and I appreciate my night shift nurse because she didn't have to try, because she already knew I'm on sick, but she would not leave until she got something. So, she was here till like 8:30, trying. She didn't have to be. She got off exactly at 7:30. You know? So I appreciate them three. When I get out of here, I'm going to get them gift cards and thank you cards to show them, like, look, I appreciate everything done. Because you don't have to fight for me. And it didn't my day shift nurse fault. I mean, she was on it. And so we figured out the lady was coming in to do it, and I thanked her very much for that. So they came in, she took another one, she did it. When she took this line out, she was like, I want to see it. She flushed the old one. It wasn't bent, it flushed fine. And she was like, I'm still curious to what went wrong. So she puts up the little machine that shows, not a real ultrasound, but it shows like a little bit like the veins and stuff. So she sees a little cloudy in there, so she's like, I'm going to call your nurse and tell them to call your doctor and get an order of ultrasound to make sure nothing's going on there. Go down for an ultrasound like 30 minutes later. And then they thought it was a blood clot. The next Sunday morning, confirmed. Well, later that night, confirmed a blood clot. Don't forget, I've had blood clots in the past in my lungs. So I was on a rickshaw, but since I got the surgery, I've been off the rickshaw. Because you can't be on blood thinners while surgery because you can bleed out more. And that's such a high risk. So I've been off the blood thinners for a while. Because I knew I've been off for like a week because of this. So I don't know how fast blood clots form, but it formed pretty fast. So I was just like, if it's not one thing, it's another. But I'm glad that they figured out why, but it wasn't hurting. It had started like stinging that night, but it wasn't like, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just the way she's putting it in or something. But it was kind of burning a lot, so maybe that was the warning signs. This one is working pretty fine right now. Also, okay, because we have 4 or 3 more days. 3 or 4 more, I'm trying to look at the calendar. I'm at the board they have up here. Like 3 or 4 more days I have with antibiotics. Then I'll be able to go home. So with that being said, I will still be on blood thinners. Which sucks. Because I've been on blood thinners forever. And I still have to give myself injections. I take a extra once a day. Okay, let's go back. What's that say? Okay, so Friday morning I had to go back. So Friday, I also had to get another test done. They put me to sleep. They take a camera inside and look at you. They wanted to make sure, because with this infection, my heart valves can get messed up. So I had to go back for be put back to sleep and get this test done to make sure my heart valves did not get damaged from this infection. It did not. So we're good on that part. Thank God for that. It's nothing. I already got enough going on. So it was not that. Yeah. So, here's another update. And then you're probably like, are you going to get another port or not? Yes, I am going to get another port. But my doctors have came to the conclusion that I have to go finish the antibiotics that I'm on. And I have to go home with no line access. Okay? With no line access. Complete this antibiotics, which I am completing it in the hospital this time. And when I go home, I have no access. And I have to wait up to 2 to 4 weeks to make sure my body and the antibiotics worked and the infection is gone. So in 2 weeks, when I go home, from 2 weeks to the time I go home, I will go back and get another culture to make sure that the infection is gone. Once the infection is gone, that from them 2 weeks, they will wait until they will schedule my surgery 2 weeks after that. And that, I think before the surgery, I think my doctor said 2 days before the surgery, they'll check and make sure that it's completely gone. And if it's completely gone, I can go through with the surgery and the now surgery to get a report. My report put back in. So we have to, I'm kind of sad because I wanted it put in while I was here, so when I go home, I will be fine. If I go into any crisis or I have to come to the emergency room, they could not get an IV with ultrasound. They're not going to, the nurses in the emergency room are not going to be able to get anything either. So I have to really make sure I take care of myself, keep myself very hydrated and stuff, where I don't go into crazy, just try to stay out of the cold weather and just relax and try and get a port put back in because I don't want to risk anything without no access because it's very hard. This is a little hospital and these nurses are not A1 nurses. And like they said, I'm midline and pick line. It depends on what time I come because after a certain hour, she goes home like around 3 or 4. If I come, you never know when a crisis will come. So I have to, and some doctors don't guide ultrasound. And like I said, they tried to do the new one and it wouldn't go. So that's something what I would do. So I'm sad because I don't want to go over access, but I know it's for the best, and I want to make sure this infection is gone. So I understand where my doctors are coming from. They have my best interest, so I'm okay with that. I'm not okay, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm saying. That wraps up my update. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and listening to my story. I don't know what else to really say to you guys. This is my story. I'm not saying my way is right. I'm not saying my way is wrong. But this is my life. So please continue to follow, subscribe, like, and comment down below. And tell me, what do you want to know? Do you have questions? I would love to do a question and answer with you guys. Tell me what else you would like to hear. My hair looks such a mess, guys. I look a mess. What else you would like to hear? What else you would like to hear me talk about my sickness? I have a lot of storytelling, so that's why I just want to get out of this hospital and focus on building my channel. And I have some interviews I want to do. I want to do an interview with my friend, my high school friend. Or should I say high school friend / associate? She has lupus, and I would love to interview her. I think about doing a mukbang with her and sit down and eat and me and her talk about both of our diseases because she goes through a lot also. And talk about what she goes through and what I go through. And also I would love to compare to see if what we go through is common. Even though we have different diseases, is it something that because she also has had a hip replacement and a shoulder replacement. And she's an advocate for lupus also. So if you have lupus, I will get together with her. We have to get a time when we're both healthy, feeling good, got the energy, because we both go through a lot. And then I have another sickle cell friend I would love to interview too and listen to our stories. Listen to her story as well. And you can see how much we're alike and what we go through is cool. I love to talk to her because it makes me feel like I'm not alone. It makes me feel like what I'm going through is just not in my head the way doctors try to make it. It's like, oh, it's just chronic pain or it's this pain or, So it's cool to talk to her from time to time. To just compare and see when I'm going through it, down experience. I think that's about it, guys. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna order some lunch. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Hopefully I am home. Hopefully I am home. And hopefully everything's gonna be okay. I'm strong. I'm a trooper. I got this. I haven't had it this long. Ain't nothing knocking me off my toes. You hear me? I'm gonna keep on striving. And I'm a warrior for real. Peace.